Peter, you were just talking with President Trump, I believe. He's on his way back from England. What was that conversation like? What can you tell us about it?
We never talk about what we're talking about, but I was delayed because of President Trump. But what I can tell you is this, that they are out to get us. And the new book I've got, I Went to Prison So You Won't Have to, is all about how not only did they come after me, they came after President Trump, they came after Steve Bannon, they targeted everybody I served with in the White House in some manner with these tools of lawfare. And when I was in prison for 4 months for defending the Constitution, I had the discipline to do a daily journal, talk about these things. And I've got this book out because if we don't hold these people accountable, they're going to just keep doing it. Everybody I served with in the White House, the first term, I was there for all 4 years, got targeted by the left in some way. The easiest thing that would happen is they'd have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars in legal fees. That's the best they could do, serving their country. The worst you could do is what just friggin' happened with my brother Charlie Kirk, taking a bullet by an assassin, and then they 4 times they tried to put President Trump in prison, 2 times they tried to kill him. Bannon, myself, in prison. Mike Flynn, Rudy Giuliani. So this is not a good time for this republic, but we're fighting back, sir. And that's why I wrote, I Went to Prison So You Won't Have to. And by the way, I don't know if you saw the speech I gave at the Republican National Convention, but that speech was given the night of the day I actually got out of prison. And it's a wake-up call. So I hope your listeners and viewers will pay attention to this, because we can't let them get power back. They will keep doing this again until we hold them accountable.
Peter Navarro with us now. He served 4 months in prison. What was prison like? I can't imagine it was a very fun experience, but hopefully most of people will never know. And the idea that you were there for political persecution is even more bonkers. But in terms of the physical day-to-day for 4 months is like what in your experience?
Well, that's one of the stories that I Went to Prison So You Won't Have to. It's a lawfare story about kind of how I got in there. It's a love story about how my fiancée, Pixie, and I were able to manage the trauma of 4 months in prison. But then inside, there's a couple things going on. I mean, you see kind of day-to-day life of how, for example, I lost 12 pounds. I got COVID twice because of the conditions in there. I saw some no shortage of violence, no shortage of danger, but no shortage of humanity as well. I mean, there are good people in there who did bad things, not just bad people who did bad things. And just trying to navigate your way through that is a test. It's a test of who you are and what you stand for. And there's a funny story at the beginning of I Went to Prison So You Won't Have to, about getting surrounded in the yard by 3 guys. And I'm thinking, okay, what's going to go wrong here? And one of them starts talking about how they liked me. He used the word liked. They did, and I said, why? He said, because I wasn't a snitch. And inside, I kind of kept a straight face, but inside I'm laughing my ass off because I'm trying to figure out like the moral equivalence between me refusing a congressional subpoena to defend the Constitution and these guys. And the classical snitch is not snitching on their fellow criminals. Yeah, so stuff like that. There's some significant moments. I saved one guy's life. I arguably helping him get some emergency medical care. And I think one of the most interesting stories inside the story is how I became essentially an investigative reporter that uncovered a $5 billion scandal inside the Bureau of Prisons that now that I'm on the outside, I've been able to actually solve. So I think that's like a unique historical moment that you'll never see, and I tell that story as well. But
where were you, Peter, on election night, and what was your reaction to Trump's victory?
Oh, this is great. So I get out of prison on July 17th, 2 days after my birthday. The son of a bitches kept me in prison. He wouldn't let me out 2 days early for my birthday. I give the speech that night, and then Pixie and I immediately go on the campaign trail on the Trump bus, and we were going to Georgia, we were going to Pennsylvania, we were going to North Carolina, working really hard. I'd go to sometimes I'd be one of the warm-up speakers for a Trump rally, things like that. And so the night of the election, night is like at midnight into 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm with the boss, and where was it? Des Moines, maybe somewhere out. He's going on for like 2 hours in a speech, like he loves to do and stuff like that, leaving everything.
I think it was Grand Rapids, Michigan, if I'm not forgetting.
Michigan.
Yeah,
that's right. It was Grand Rapids. We were up in the usual basketball hockey rink up in the country you and I love, up in flyover country. And it's like 3 a.m. before we get out of there, and we land back in D.C. I don't know, 6 a.m, something like that. And there was no doubt in my mind he was going to win that race.
For Peter Navarro, the show is ending here, but I want you guys to go check it out. I went to prison, so you won't have to. A love and lawfare story in Trump land being released yesterday.